Welcome back to another NFL hotfixing, or hotfixing the NFL video here. The series where we pick up a team and kind of like similar to software or games, apply a day one patch, apply a hotfix. We're using a custom roster here, a roster that has been fan built, so there might be some things wonky with it, but we're just gonna go with it. What we're doing here basically is we're trying to iron out the biggest glaring problems on a roster and just improve it so that the upcoming season will be successful. Doesn't have to be a Super Bowl win at the end of it, but kind of just steer and guide them into the correct direction. I really like what they've done so far on the Patriots. They brought in Drake May. They did bring in interesting new wide receivers. They brought in Austin Hooper, for instance, so really giving some weapons to Drake May. Plus, we've got Jacoby Brissett as a backup here, and we've got Bailey Zappi as a backup here. On defense, things are looking likewise interesting, I would say. I really think that they got most of this right last time round, so the defense is what kept them in the game a lot of the time. We're going to be taking a look at this from a more detailed standpoint because, of course, player ages and all that kind of plays into the whole situation here. We do have 4 quarterbacks, which in my opinion is a little bit excessive. I don't really know why they went with Joe Milton, but yeah, whatever. We're going to leave that as it is. Running backs, we've got Ramondre Stevenson, we've got Antonio Gibson, Kevin Harris. I think this is a serviceable group of running backs. Don't think we need to change anything here. No fullback. Wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne, Juju Smith-Schuster. These are the top 2, wide receiver number 1 and number 2. I think they're serviceable again. KJ Osborne and Demario Douglas adding a little bit of flash here. Tyquan Thornton, Keisha Butte also in here. I think this is a good, very versatile wide receiving group. The tight ends, Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, both a little bit on the older side, one could say, but overall it's gonna work for the upcoming season, and that's all we're looking at. Left tackle is the first position where I'm starting to get a bad feeling here. Chukwuma Okorafor, decent enough, I would say, 85, 86 strength and awareness, but he's 71 rated. And looking at Calvin Anderson as a backup, that's certainly not a picture you want to see. Left guard Cole Strange, I think that's good enough. We've got Nick Leverett and Antonio Maffei. I'm going to tell you something. We're immediately going to cut Nick Leverett. This is just not going to work. 68 at age 26. At center, David Andrews, 3179. This is very solid. Player Jake Andrews behind him. Right guard City Sow, 2574. And Layden Robinson, 2269. Decent setup. Right tackles Michael Wenu, 2582. Caden Wallace and Vidarian Lowe. I actually really like this setup here. Can we do something over on the left tackle side with these players over on the right? I'm not so sure. There's not really anybody that I could immediately plug over there. I mean, we could go with Caden Wallace and give the rookie a start, to be fair. Let's just think about that. On defense, we've got Christian Barmore, left edge, I would say, is more than set. Right edge, Dietrich Weiss Jr., looking good for the upcoming season. On D-tackle, Devon Shaw, we've got 2875, Tristan Hill, and Jeremiah Farms Jr., player that I'm going to cut straight off the bat. I think we can probably get somebody better here. But it's going to work, right? For the time being, it's going to work. Left outside linebacker, Matt Judon. He's a superstar, 3189. Josh Uche. Anthony Jennings behind him. Jawan Bentley over on mid linebacker. Sione Takitaki. Joe Giles Harris. Right outside linebacker, Jelani Tavai. I feel like we need more depth here for sure, but we can get that done pretty easily by just switching over one of the left outside linebackers to the right outside linebacker position. Just creates a backup immediately. We're not going to lose too much overall, and we're going to be good. What else? Cornerbacks, Jonathan Jones, then Christian Gonzalez, looking fantastic. Marcus Jones, Marco Wilson, Sean Wade, decent. Free safety Jabril Peppers, 86 rated. This is good. and Carl Duggar at strong safety, 83 rated. Martin Mapu behind him. Kicker Chad Ryland and Bryce Barringer as the punter. So when we go through the team over the roster, I personally don't really see too many downsides here. Questionable, I would say, is certainly holding on to Bailey Zappi. So for me, and that might be harsh, I personally would cut him because I've got him, I've got Joe Milton, and there is no real upside in holding on to that many young quarterbacks. All right, so we're going to be releasing Bailey Zappi here. There we go, boom. Next up, Ramondre Stevenson, no fullback, the wide receivers. I do feel like we could think about maybe bringing in one more here, but then again, we do have very good young players. It's not crazy good weapons for Drake May, but you know, it could be worse. Tight ends working well. Left tackle. This is certainly one that we need to address. On left guard, I'm happy. Center works. Right guard, this is going to work as well. And here, right tackle as well. Left edge, right edge. D tackle. Let's look at this one here. Left outside linebacker is going to be very good. Mid linebacker. I think we only need to look at left tackle and probably mid linebacker. This is a position where maybe a little bit more depth would be good. And apart from that, I actually don't think that we have too many problems. We're sending over Anderson here from the left tackle position, and a boatload of picks over to the Cowboys. We're getting steel in return. That will ensure that the left tackle position is a little bit higher rated. Alright, so here we go. We can see the hot-fixed New England Patriots here. What we've done is we have added Terrence Steele over on the left tackle position. Now, Okorafor is a backup, and he can develop further if that should happen. But Terrence Steele, of course, 76, an immediate improvement, kind of aligning with all the other positions. We've got Cole Strange, Sidney Starr, that works. We've got Mike Onwenu and David Andrews here. I like the tight end room. I'm not going to do anything about that. I did add Mecole Hardman. He was a free agent. And I just think that having Smith-Schuster, Mecole Hardman, KJ Osborne, this is going to be really good receiving core star-depth players. Plus, we've got Kendrick Bourne as sort of the oldest of the bunch as a receiver for Drake May. On defense, we did look at things from a different point of view. I wanted to have some additional power at mid linebackers, which is why we added Joe Schobert, just to have a very solid backup mid linebacker here that can also kind of keep up the quality. We have added another player, that's Patrick Peterson down here at the CB position. He is a veteran. He will just add some depth to this group here, just add some experience to the cornerback room. It does have quite a few younger players in there. Christian Gonzalez can grow in time without any stress. And apart from that, I really have to say there is not much need for anything else, to be brutally honest. I really like the defense. The ratings aren't that horrible. The offensive ratings could be a tad higher, but to be fair, I really feel like this is an interesting team to start out with in the first year. I wouldn't even write them off. I think they've got a solid offensive line. They've got good offensive weapons in there. Solid, nothing crazy. And it's going to be an interesting first season past Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and Mac Jones and all the other experiments in there. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me, as you know. And as always, thanks so much for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.